The RSS is an important organization to understand not only in India but globally. It has a controversial reputation and a mysterious aura which makes it very important to go and take a close look. Given my reputation as a neutral and objective voice, I was given a rare privilege to directly access the top of the organization. I must clarify that there was no requirement to filter my questions ahead of time and no requirement to censor the footage before I would be allowed to show it. We went with our own camera team. It was an open discussion with no objections to what I can say, no limits on what I can discuss. I organized my discussion into 7 broad topics. Each is a separate episode comprising this mini-series. If you like the work we're doing, please share, comment, subscribe or follow. Namaskar, I am with Sarsang Chalak Mohan Bhagwat ji. Pranam.
Pranam.
It's always been a delight to see you and have good conversations with you.
The same with me.
So, I just want people to know that ever since I got to know you directly, my knowledge about the Sangh has enhanced a lot. My overall impression has improved quantum jump. I have also been delighted to know some of the other people in the senior ranks. Bhagaiya ji, he's come to my house and wonderful person. We always have a good, warm interaction. Dattatreya ji, very, very nice. Manmohan Vaidya ji, actually, we had some good private sessions where he answered a lot of my questions, gave me books to read, which I have been reading. And Mukund Rao ji, brilliant young man. Very good, and many others. Vinay Sahasrabuddhe ji, wonderful. So as I have gotten to know senior more people, my impression is extremely good. I must say that being raised as a totally in a westernized school and gone and lived in the US, become very much part of the establishment. The only ideas I had about Sangh were what was being told, which is hearsay.
Yes.
And a lot of rubbish and distortion. So being part of this sort of cynical cultural background came from, I was a product of that, very suspicious. And a lot of my friends even now say, "Arey, why a person like you going to Sangh and all?" But I must say that the more I meet you and the important senior people, the more I'm delighted because I think the impressions need to be changed. So here I want to ask, it seems that the branding of Sangh in India among a lot of mainstream people and especially abroad is a very serious problem. And I want to ask, what has Sangh done about it? Because you can also, while we blame other people, Sangh has people who are supposed to be the ambassadors elsewhere. I hardly ever see them on American media. I hardly ever see a debate going on. There is some person who represents Muslim organization, Christian, leftist, this, that. I hardly ever seen a good, articulate Sangh spokesman in mainstream media. How do you feel about that issue?
We started in 1925. We were a very small organization. And if we had gone to media in those days, the media would have been the main sustaining thing for our workers.
Yes.
That is very bad.
Yes.
Because publicity projects you in a particular way. But publicity does not improve you to that standard. How you are projected and how you actually are two different things. Whole Sangha work is concerned about how we are. Presentation is a latter problem.
Right.
So naturally we have entered in this field much later. In 1980s, we started seriously thinking about our presentation to the society. Till that we were sort of closed organization. There are different reasons. We are not supposed to be so. But after 40 47-48, we were put into a castle, and we had to only one work, defending ourselves.
Right.
And again growing to that level. So after emergency, this wall was broken. We came out. People started believing us. This thing that Sangha is something enigma and it is very dangerous. Don't let them touch us. That thing started breaking. So we also started going to the society. So our Prachar Vibhag, the Department of Publicity, was started after 1980s. So naturally we are latecomers, so we are a bit behind.
Christianity had a department officially called propaganda.
Yes.
Long before the communists used the word propaganda, there was a department of propaganda in the Vatican for 1,000 years.
Yes.
Lot of experience.
But that is 1,000 years.
Yes, yes, yes.
We started in 1925.
Yes.
So we are much behind, but we are rapidly progressing. So we are now consciously training our people to have public interactions, column writers, channel interviewers. Trainings are going on, and we are increasing our interaction with media. The Prachar Vibhag, its sole work, is not publicizing Sangha, but removing the adverse publicity that is going on. That is the first thing. So as we grow, we will have more interaction, we will come, we will contact more people. There are many things in Sangha which cannot be fully understood only by words, spoken or written. You have to experience Sangha.
Yes.
In your own case, when you came here and you saw Sangha from inside,
Yes.
then you could understand.
And my views changed.
Yes.
My views have changed. I want people to know that.
That is the exact process.
And I have tell people, if you are an intelligent person, you should be able to evaluate on your own experience. Apna anubhav. Don't be second class and think some journalist knows more than you do. You go find out for yourself.
Yes.
This is what I tell people.
Yes.
Now,
That is exactly what I am telling in my public speech.
yes, yes,
Don't go on hearsay about Sangha.
yes,
Come in Sangha.
yes,
There is no compulsion, no rule.
Yes.
You can enter at your own sweet will.
yes,
And if you don't feel comfortable, you can go out.
right.
So please come here, see us from inside, stay for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, understand us fully, and then whatever your opinion, you can speak about it in public.
Yeah, I found the people I interacted with extremely open, very honest, extremely warm, good human beings, people who are really there for you. I mean, I just can't believe that such a sinister reputation for people who I consider to be very warm, compassionate individual people. That's my experience. As I have to be
Yes.
very honest and tell you.
That reputation is created by some powers that be
Yes, yes, yes.
for their own selfish interests.
Yes. Now, if we take individual places, say you take American university campuses and youth, there it is, the reputation is sort of like the worst you can imagine among that youth culture. And that is brainwashing and poisoning the future of our people. So, you know, we also need, I mean, if I may say so, the Sangh needs people who are really connected with the establishment. And so, you know, if a person is a doctor, his skill in, his experience in management and running the show may be limited to 5 people in his office. He's not running like a huge corporate center where he's got experience of hundreds of people. Or if somebody is a college professor in engineering, he may be good as an individual, but he may not be part of the mainstream establishment or even know how to engage them and deal with them. So, while such people are good, does Sangh also need people who are really experienced inside top establishment posts for decades, who can then engage them, explain to them, argue with them, negotiate? Americans are negotiators. So, negotiating is a style. And if we do it a certain way, we can convince a lot of people. So,
Yes.
is there a need for outsiders to be brought in for that?
Yes, we are open organization. We will contact everybody and take everybody. Our motto is good people should be good negotiators and good negotiators should also be good people.
Good people, yes.
So it works both ways. And therefore, we are contacting all good persons, training them to negotiate with the society. Go out, collect people, rope them in your work with them, let them work with you. That is the thing. And those who are already active, we call them Sajjan Shakti. This Sajjan Shakti should be brought together, tell them about Sangha, help them in their good work, and if they are willing, they will join. Otherwise, they are already doing the good work. So, we will run parallel.
Very good.
That is all.
The other space I want to discuss with you is in USA, the public intellectual space is a very important space, which means people who are important in the mainstream, not necessarily representing a particular institution, but in their own capacity. They are very important people. And there are very strong right-wing conservative intellectuals, and they are given importance on par with left-wing intellectuals. It is not that intellectuals are only left-wing and the right-wing are outside. I am talking about major figures who write bestseller books, who are interviewed all the time, on campuses they have value, and they are considered not fringe. They are not sort of, so they are mainstream. Now, I don't find that in India. I think in India the public intellectual space has been captured so much by the left. The conservatives are either in their own conclaves, talking to each other, and the mainstream sort of doesn't like them or looks down on them. Do you see that as a problem that needs some serious action?
Yes, and it has started. You see, we are now going out and reaching such people.
Good.
Those who have capacity, we are contacting them directly. We call it Vishesha Samparka. What you saw in our Varga, about 12 individuals from different walks of life, they were together. They saw Sangha for the first time. And then they came to know that I am doing some good work. Sangha is helpful in that. Yes. Sangha is not a sinister organization.
Yes.
So that way, our speed is slow because our work is man-making. So we have to reach personally. Otherwise, the man in front of us cannot understand us. To understand Sangha, books or speeches are not enough. You have to say Sangha men. So we go, contact them, bring in, and then in whatever way they could be helpful for our, we rope them in, and in whatever way we can be helpful to them, we start that. It has just started, that is why a pace is a bit slow, but it is going to increase.